What ho, Internet, Demagen here. Welcome back to ENDWALKER, where today we're going to make tracks in the snow. And Manlin is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. Well done, Manlin. At least you are consistent. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Wow! Since you ask, we're to scour the Emblem Rime for survivors. What? Wander around Icefields on the off chance you'll find someone? It'll take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends. I know just the spots to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humour him. It's just really good how they've stuck arguably one of the most useless characters. What are you? You're a mammothy thing. Boss. You are a giant fluffy sheepy thing. And also, that looks like a manticore. No, that's a dragon. No, that's actually somebody's mount. It's a Rathalos. A few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation, though. I'm surprised at how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. Come on then, Manline. Make yourself useful. Oh, gold. The Hildebrand music. I spy, with my little telescope, a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Oh no, it's just a wind sprite. That's interesting. The fact that a Manlane knows what an ether current looks like. I thought they were just a video gamey thing. For something for us to collect. But no. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But ho! But lo! What do I see yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. The survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. Looks like she's running away from something. Though, surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. Won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honour demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Holy shit, has a man grown up a bit? Little bit. Also, is that the same model, or have they aged him up ever so slightly? Also, on the subject of ether currents... oh. It was an ether current you spotted. It's right here. Interesting that that they are actual in-game, in-world things. Oops. Yeah, obviously you're getting real Curthan Highlands vibes here. Western Curthan Highlands. That's fine, because it was, you know, Curthus is one of my favourite zones of the game. Boss. Footprints in the snow. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. What the hell is that? Overgrown rose. I mean, obviously it's a Cucullin style thing. Yeah. What are you guys doing? The footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around for her. And again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? What is that? Oh, interesting. It's just kind of ice stuck in the frozen lake bed, is it? Surveying. We do a lot of surveying in this game. Doesn't look like there's any footprints up ahead, does it? I see you. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of cover, such as rocks, to approach her without being seen. Wow, they are really... She's got a little... Huh. So far, so good. Yeah, she's got a little kind of field of vision thing. I wonder how far it extends. Uh-oh. Brutal Almasty. Level 85. Is someone there? No? Nobody here? The Eblin Rhyme. Where are you heading, girl in green? And why are you talking to yourself? I love the extra variety that they're putting into the gameplay. I hope this continues in other aspects as well. They're all depending on me. Final spurt. Ooh, no. No, Dammer, no. You have led me. Phew, still in one piece. Now just scare the crap out of her. Excuse me. Ah! Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. Alphino, where did you guys come from? I'm Alphino. This is my sister Alize and our good friend Damagen. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. What? We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telafroy are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who'd been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telafroy's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night and the roar. That terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled, as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can you? Hell yes. Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I better tell the others first, though. Wait here. So a roar. And it hasn't affected these 4 people. This is everyone. Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, we're to provide us with means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill. Perhaps we could take you at your word. Is that too much to ask? If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Oh, God. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, yes, do as you will. Huh. Huh. There's something a little bit off about her. Ooh, ow. Crunchy neck. Jeez. Oh, clearly I've been waiting for that to click for a while. Yeah. Yeah, there's something a little bit off about Licinia. Mind you, they somehow survived the tempering. Or did they? Onwards. Some trousers. How the mighty are fallen. Licinia's inner turmoil is writ plain on her face. Huh. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Before the Civil War, I was a student. The others were officials of some sort, I think. Even after all this time together, we hardly know the first thing about each other. What I do know is this. We're Garleans. When times are hard, we stick together, no matter what. One of my biggest points of praise for Shadowbringers was how it helped us in painstaking detail see the other side of the story, to see the Ascians' motivations. It was one of the best pieces of storytelling in that regards. I'll be really interested to see how much this does the same for the Garleans, because as has already been said in the MSQ, they're always seen as the enemy. But of course, a huge number of the Garlean people are just trying to survive. What they need most is a decent meal, with food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. All's well, with food in my belly and a song in my heart. Have they got like a... Oh, they do! They've got a little orchestrion on there. I was going to say, that sounds... Because I turn my volume down a chunk sometimes, so that the microphone doesn't pick things up. I could just hear a tinny sound. It's like... It sounds like a radio. It's like... It is a radio. I can feel my fingers again. Oops. Little radio thing. Anyway, moving on. Nope, not you. You. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amanalain's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? Absolutely. What is the Astidian mammoth doing? It's going to burn itself if it's not careful. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies it will return with a vengeance. Being gifts from the notoriously unreliable Amanalain, it is highly doubtful this concoction will have the intended effect. If only there were willing, and more importantly, unwitting volunteers on whom to test it. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. A few buildings still standing offer no more than meagre protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification. The magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of the stuff for the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Is Cerulia Ingens the next dungeon? All is well. Yes, never better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Ha! That was a joke! A joke! Ha 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 ha! If I laughed, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. Yeah, totally screenshotting that. Then came the roar. So it's drawing those parallels between what is happening in the present and that sound from the final days. In a cacophony of gunfire explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the dishevelled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience, preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. What do you want? Huh. A tincture? Might as well drink it, I suppose. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. They're different types, but this model's by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Amunis it is. So that's Corvus, that's the place where Graha's from. I'm keeping that in my mind. I don't know whether it's going to be important. I'm just trying to keep the lore organised. Because a lot of my previous videos tend to get a bit hazy on the details. Because I can't remember everything. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon. Ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral home of Locus Amunis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hoped to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder. Though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varys yet lives and that he speaks to us through our radios. No, he's dead, mate. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself that he might one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varys would not be defeated so easily. And again, that's thought-provoking storytelling. And so realistic as well, the denial. What's that? Have some warmth. So, this is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Nod. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Virgilia's troops heading towards the Magna Glacius. It was a hard sea, wasn't it? A few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men are all there now. Huh. So, how did you reach the Magna Glacius? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Is she a spy? Airships? Then there might be a way to... Licinia? Where is everyone? Uh-oh. Is something the matter? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby armistice has found its way into the house. Wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat alligators, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they'd share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. You best watch out for baby armistices while we're away. Huh? Ah, yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoot them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way round. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. Wherever you decide to head there, please be careful. Fat. Okay. So she's definitely hiding something. I'm going to guess that it's an actual Imperial soldier or something like that. I kind of get the impression that she's feeding them information. Yetis! I've always liked the Yetis in this game. Oh, there are masties. So, baby Yetis. They're slightly scalier. What's going on here? Oh, it's a fate. What the hell are these? Oh, I missed it, whatever it was. Was it a fate? Was it something else? I don't know. You discover a new recipe. Tapper's Den. Hello. Who goes there? How'd you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? Ugh. If the purebloods over at Victor's Spores hadn't given away our location, you'd never found us. Stuck up arseholes. Thought they could come waltzing in here, demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ah, looks like the boot's on the other foot now. The capital's gone to shite. So they resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, sellsword. If you think we'll give in to intimidation, you got another thing coming. Another think coming. Oh, shit. I don't want to fight. I've got no beef with you lads. It looks like I'm going to tank all of these. Oh. There you are. Oh, hi, Ali. Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I've a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. That's a callback to something. I don't know what it was. So, this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Nod. Don't know what my hair's doing today. Hello? Who are you? What happened to the guards? They attacked. I stopped them. The Orsians and rebels are here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why the else would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess. None of you are Garlean. You were brought here from other lands? Kiribania, Yansha, Bozja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work, extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of Arn, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. But the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerelia Ingens, still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ah! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We have enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger. Excuse me. About our hunger, unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. You can certainly ask. But if you're free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'll be nothing left for us, thanks to the Empire. The knowledge and skills we acquired working here will be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good. If you're wondering why we post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees, and I don't mean the ones that Victor spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons and won't take no for an answer. As for the two guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them what we've discussed, once they've recovered from the beating you gave them. Come to think of it, maybe we should ask your contingent to send some bandages and healing balm. Well, no, that's on them. Come here from across the ice fields, did ya? Oh, we better hope you weren't followed by any of them crazed soldiers, or we're done for. Ooh, a cool. Ooh, that is a low-resolution flame texture. How the bloody hell did you find us here? And who are you? Nobody of any significance. Regardless of what the Ilsavad contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that will be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. What of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Yeah, we're doing alright for time. At the end of the trail, Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So, you come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's spoil sent you? To turn to their enemies for help? They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got a little sister to think about. A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around her. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange. But I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them my way here. Thank you. I can't for the life of me. The sister's been tempered. I I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Yeah, sister's either been tempered, partially tempered, or is a spy, or... No, I think those are probably the most likely. Most likely situations. What is this big... Is this a ceruleum rig? Ooh, there's a ether current there. Ooh, how do I get to it? How do I get to you? I guess we've got to go along the pipe. Which makes sense, but how do we get onto the pipe? Is that the house? There it is. So, if we go up the stairs... Can we... Haha! Oh, shit! Damn it! So much skill. Should have just driven straight as I was intending to, but I thought, no, I'll just go down in the middle and see what's down there, see how the geometry works. Serves me right. I see you, ether currents. You are mine. Just taking some random screenshots as we go. Just because I think what's left of Garlemald looks really cool. I mean, disturbing, but cool. So, the sister. Yeah, there's got to be something particularly up with her. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Uh-oh. The radio's gone as well. I like the little blood red bushes. Oh, uh-oh. Ugh, damn it. Damn it all. Did they try and attack him? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool... Oh, you can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures. That's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then you swoop in. It well. What lot? All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at our mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get you revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. but now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. If you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. They're trying to help them, you idiots. The sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry, or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. The Garleans should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. It's weird because obviously I was saying that one of the things the story was doing really well is showing us the other side of the story and making them sympathetic. And then we get stuff like this. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I'll first need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I'll join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. Ha! Alizé telling people to be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. Nod. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Yes, I wonder where they could have got to. 2 sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. It is definitely them. Come on. Yes, Ali. Oh, those things are hideous. Whoop. Hello again, Ali. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints? Can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for our ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. We don't need Alphino's help. What can he do? I mean, I can find this shiny empty bottle all on my own. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. A thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time, and it is unlikely to have any connection, to Licinia. Bullshit. Oh. Back off, Tursus. Goblins! Zoblins. My apologies. This is actually quite a... Hello, whale. This is quite a large area to cover. Aha! Half-buried piece of paper. The wet paper half buried in the snow appears to be a flyer for a theatre group, though the run of shows advertised has long since ended. Oh. Well, that's no use, is it? Of all the methods of transportation to take on a snowy wasteland, a bed is definitely a choice. This is the one that we've already seen, isn't it? Yeah. This is a really large environment to try and cover. Oh, hold on. What's this? Ah! Fresh blood. The blood stain on the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. It leads southeastwards. I really like the melancholy nature of this music. Like, this is the homeland of a people who have been abused and suffered. Oh no. They fled rather than accept our help.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No.
Jeez.
Why? Why wouldn't they? Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have...
Jeez.
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold. I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did.
That's why they took the radio.
Perhaps there's something to the tale after all.
But Varus is dead, right?
I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right.
But it's not like they can
You had
reply
every reason
after
not to
that.
trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. and see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Damn, that hit hard. This is exactly the same thing that they did with Tesleen as well. In fact, we had a lot more time with Tesleen. Maybe I just don't like the idea of kids freezing to death in the snow. Must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? They'd still be alive if we hadn't. If only we'd had a chance to talk things over, but it's too late now. Too late by far. Well played. Well written. Well done. I was waiting for a really heavy emotional beat. And there we go. Act 2 is when shit starts going down. We had that big kind of triumphant everybody together, working together, massive host of all of our friends. And then we've got it contrasted with these two girls and their companions who, because we are the enemy, couldn't trust us, and then they were attacked whilst trying to escape. Heavy stuff. Gonna leave that episode there, folks. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, do please feel free to like it, share it, and all that kind of jazz. And we'll see what we can do about this in the next one. Have yourselves a great day. Happy end walking. Doodle pip.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.